Hey, welcome to the Daily Devo. My name's Jeremy, and today I want to talk about how God helps us walk in His plan. Let's start by reading the text today. The verse is found in Ezra chapter 7 and verse 28. The verse says, "And who has extended his good favor to me before the king and his advisors, and all the king's powerful officials? Because the hand of the Lord my God was on me, I took courage and gathered leaders from Israel to go up with me." This verse unfolds an awesome truth. When we align ourselves with God's plan, His favor and grace guide our steps. Ezra is a priest and a scribe. He's been granted favor by the king of Persia to return to Jerusalem and to rebuild the temple. And he recognized that this favor was a direct result of the hand of God being upon him. Walking in God's plan requires acknowledging His hand in our lives. It's about recognizing that every open door and every opportunity and every provision is a result of His grace and His favor. When we live with this awareness, our hearts are filled with gratitude, and we are propelled to walk faithfully in the path He's set before us. Ezra's response to God's favor was courageous action. He gathered leaders and set out to fulfill the purpose of God that had placed on his heart. This action was not driven by mere courage, but was rooted in the understanding that the hand of the Lord was with him. He knew he could step forward boldly because God was guiding and empowering him. Let's do our best to do what God wants us to do. It's when I don't pray and I just make my own way that I got myself in the most trouble. In our lives, when we discern God's plan, we must walk with courage, knowing that His hand is upon us. This courage is not self-generated, but comes from a deep trust in God's faithfulness. It allows us to step out of our comfort zone, to face challenges, and to persevere through all kinds of trials, all while being confident that God is working all things for our good. Let's learn a lesson from Ezra's example and seek to discern God's plan for our lives. As we do so, let's acknowledge His grace and His favor, walking in confidence and in courage, knowing that His hand is upon us. Through this, we can fulfill the purpose that He has set before us and experience the abundant blessing of walking in His divine plan. God never promised what He'd call us to do is easy, but He did say He would be there with us. Take a moment today and pray that you would walk on His path clearly, and that God would grant you the courage you need to do all that He's called you to do. Thanks for joining us today on the Daily Devo.